All right, guys, last video. Please make it the last video. Part 5 from xQc's therapy session with Dr. K, and I'm not a doctor, but the spiritualist Johnny, okay? The spiritualist J.
Right? So if he's hyper
CJL in short form. Okay, let's go.
competitive and egotistical, and he has not doing
He's
good
talking about his dad being ego.
enough, because that's what parents do.
Okay, that could I could see that.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So if
Wait, wait,
he's
wait.
success means to him and why he cares so much. So the last thing that I want to leave you with is that all this shit about your dad's expectations on you are probably coming from his own sense of not doing good enough, because that's what parents do.
Yeah.
Okay, that could I could see that.
Right? So if he's hyper competitive and egotistical, and he has a son who is far more successful than he'll ever be, which I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know how successful he is, and I don't really know how successful you are. Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
really know, right? But if that thought is in his head,
I'm telling you straight up, xQc is one of the most successful streamers as of right now. And the money he has is mind boggling for a lot of people. He doesn't really care. He really doesn't care, bro. He just really wants his. I understand, bro, but really just want his father to be proud of him. But I guess he's still not, or I don't know.
that could be difficult for him to sit with. But that's not something that should lower your value. That's something that he needs to deal with. Like,
Okay.
why does he need his son to be number one? And
Okay.
yeah, go
In
ahead.
in a realm where that couldn't change, then what? Is it not okay to have systems where you get that from, or other things? If let's say if that all he said was the truth and he couldn't change, then what?
So you're absolutely right. So the systems are there for a damn good reason, right? So like what I'm yeah, so then what? Then I think you guys accept, you grieve, and you move past it. And what that means,
Oh my God. You know, that is the thing, bro. Like, it's always happening again and again and again. If, like, the streamer, they say something like a little bit more, like, for example, Pokimane saying, do you say, let me think for a second often? He got confused as hell after that. Cutie Cinderella, shout out to all of them, who that encouraged and stuff like that and do it. Then Cutie Cinderella said, with the where he say, you deserve this, and she was like, no, like, I don't deserve anything, and so do nobody, you know, like, everybody need to work hard, and then they get to where they at. Nobody deserves anything. He got confused as hell after that also. Like, he was like, what is going on, bro? Like, that's not in my script. Of course it's not, bro. And that's also not in his script. That he's saying, well, what if nothing will change? What to do now? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What now?
If that all he said was the truth and he couldn't change, then what?
so you're absolutely right. So the systems are there for a damn good reason, right? So like what I'm yeah, so then what? Then I think you guys accept, you grieve, and you move past it. And what that means is, like, you know, if I'm juggling and I drop a ball, then what, Felix?
Let me try again.
Absolutely. Right? So like you don't let that failure stop you.
Mm-hmm.
So if your dad needs to figure out like why he wants his son to be so successful. Like, does he derive personal pride and ego from your successes? Because that happens a lot with parents. And then the
I can't listen to that anymore. I have to say something like, all right, let's hear it
right? An ego
until the
from your
end. Let's
successes.
hear it until the end.
Mm-hmm.
So if your dad, like your dad needs to figure out like why he wants his son to be so successful. Like, does he derive personal pride and ego from your successes? Because that happens a lot with parents. And then the second thing is, why can't he accept your success for what it is? Why does it have to look like his success?
Okay, that's it. Then you have it.
Then I have what?
Um, I feel like that question is the right one,
Yeah,
or the most valid one out of all of them.
exactly. And that
Yeah.
comes from a conversation with him. And the cool thing is that once you can have that conversation with him and you can get the answer to that question, then you're no longer
That's
down
really
here,
good.
because what put you down here is like his impression of what's valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're back up here, and then you're $1,000 bike riding $1,000 bike. Like that's what you are. You're not like a broken chain. Because if we
Okay.
look at your actual performance, we see the performance of $1,000 bike, not the performance of a broken chain. And
Mm-hmm.
that you've demonstrated time and time and time again by schooling noobs in trampoline, schooling noobs in skiing, schooling noobs right and left and center.
Bro, like it's like, why do you care so much what your dad thinks? Like you want him to be proud of you. Of course, I mean, okay, I can answer it actually, like because that's where he feels like he is the most happy, and Felix just want his dad to be happy for him also, like the things he is doing. Like that was really crushing when he said like, I had 212 subs on Twitch, and that's like a lot for him, and that's something he really enjoys doing, and he liked that. He likes his job, but his dad doesn't like that, and that was really crushing. Like I feel like Felix just want like his dad to be happy for him, like just be happy for him, the things he's doing, and then really saying like, but that's also like egoistic, like you want this, right? Because who wants it? It's the ego still. So if you are not in the ego state, if you are out of the ego state, you don't want things anymore. You see it clearly, like that, just like, you see it logically, sanely, like that's just what he wants. That's just how he is, and that he can't change. And you can probably see why he is like that if he is telling you a little bit about himself. Then you probably see it. And that's it. That's it, bro.
Right? You're competing with like your
Then
dad sends
then you will be good. Then you will be good if you realize you are not the ego, and you are nothing and nobody. Guess what? You don't want anything. You don't need your parent to be happy for you. You don't need a system that rewards you and give you value, because there is nobody to give value for. Like,
you in to compete with kids with multi-$1,000 bikes and you've got a broken chain. You're fucking winning a race and you have to stop and pull over and reattach a chain.
Yeah. Yeah. In those moments, I felt like um, I was upset that I wouldn't get the results, but I was very much like self rewarded.
Yep.
I had a good mental loop because yeah, it sucks. I don't get on the podium, but at the same time, I was like, dude, if I had a bike as good as theirs, I know like it's not. That doesn't come from like overvaluing my value. Like I would have fucked this guy over. I
Yeah.
would have rolled him,
I,
right? And that thought was enough.
yeah. I'm with you. I think, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, but the problem here is that you don't think that way about yourself now, right? You
Yeah,
think the
fine now.
opposite.
Probably not. Yeah, exactly. Makes
right?
sense.
So like I think, and then we kind of ask a little bit about, won't I become not successful? No, absolutely not. Because that is actually when you're your truest self. It's when you don't derive value from an external thing. Do you see that? In that
Yeah.
moment, you're not deriving value from being on stage. You're deriving value from a true sense of what you're putting in and what you're capable of.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you don't care about the audience. And can you be successful? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thoughts, questions?
No, this all makes sense. Um, is it overall unhealthy, um, in the grand scheme of things, like lifestyle to to let's say not care about what your parents think, or like build yourself in an environment where um you get like a combined other things that make up for that, or make up for their value or their
So
Yes, because you just, bro, you just switched from your parents to something else. Like it's still the system about getting value, like reward and punishment and stuff like that. Also a system. Like you just switched the system. The same still goes. You still feel like you need to get value from something. You need validation from something. Where I'm like, you don't you don't need to get validations like at all if you understand that you are in the ego state and you don't have to be in that state. And also um uh like validation, like it is unhealthy because you still overthink. You still overthinking. And you said one time that you are like in a really bad mental loop sometimes. Loop, like being in a loop with thinking, it will never be good, and overthinking is not good. And you do overthinking. Let's just be honest.
I think the
how
healthiest thing is to, it's not to not care. It's to recognize what part of my parents' value of me is fair and what part is unfair.
okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
their evaluation of you is not
It makes sense for the thought, bro. Like, oh my god.
perfect.
Yeah, I think that's the problem where
Oh
um
my god, I can't.
growing up you can't really tell, since they're your parents, they're above you, so they know shit. But sometimes they do things um just like we do, like I do now, like we're human, right? That are wrong, but I still see it as right because I don't know any better. So
Yep.
like they play their cards perfectly, and that's how they really feel about me. But maybe that's how they feel about themselves or some external other source, right? And then I feel like you kind of build like just unhealthy conclusions.
Absolutely. Right. So I think the general strategy, like, so when I say, you have to see what's fair and unfair, like you said, you think that they're perfect when you're a child, and they're certain not perfect. And we don't blame them for that, right? Because they
Mhm.
also, like, they're not perfect. So how can you expect perfection from them? So I think the strategy, Felix, is damage control, not perfection.
Okay.
It's not being perfect.
My god. Damage control. Control is a really bad word, bro. Because you trying to control your emotions, right? You try to get better, try to get control. You're controlling your emotions until what? Until it get out of control. And then you explode or whatever you do, right? The same goes for damage. You try to control it until it's out of control. And then what? Then what, bro? Like, then what? Confront it. Don't control it.
It's in recognizing, like, so the way forward is to have conversations with them, where then you can, through conversation with them, like, recognize, okay, what is my dad saying that's fair and what is he saying that's unfair? And then once you recognize that it's unfair, you let it go.
Fine. That's good.
Right? It's like that shit's on him. Like if he's not happy with me having a broken chain bike and not winning first place, like that's an unreasonable expectation. And if he doesn't want to be proud of me for that, then so be it. I'm going to make my case about why he should be proud of me. Yeah. Right? I need to explain to him, and then that gives him the opportunity to also grow, because you're not the only one that needs to do growing in this relationship. And it's kind of like a continual process, in the same way that you like wake up the next day and you try to be better. That's what both of you guys need to do for your relationship, and then you'll end up hopefully both being like happy and accepting and loving each other. And you know, he'll be proud of you, and you'll know that he's genuinely proud of you, and he can accept that you aren't him. Right? You're not his perfect dream of himself. You're you. And you have your own shit that you care about and your own values. And there are parts of you that there are parts of him that live within you, but there are also parts of your mom. There are parts of you that are a little bit more chill. There are parts of you that say that I'm going to stop skiing and like snowboard because it's
Ski.
fun, and I'm still going to do a really good job, but
Shout
it's
out
going to
to
be less
Bluto.
intense.
Ski.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that he needs to judge you for who you are, not who he wants you to be.
Whoa, what? He shouldn't judge at all, bro. Like, what? Oh my god.
You are.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that he needs to judge you for who you are, not who he
No
wants you to be.
judgment needed at all.
And even in that, you may fall short in some ways. He may say,
Oh
okay,
my
Felix, I agree with you
god.
that, you know, you've been successful and I'm proud of you, but I still think XYZ.
Yeah.
And then for you to say, okay, Dad, that's fair or that isn't fair. And then you guys come to an accord. And that's a healthy relationship.
That's okay. Okay. Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. You think that the healthy
Yeah. I
relationship?
think
Okay.
I think I'm getting there. Yeah. I mean, I understand like the full scope of the full scope of things. It's almost like at the same time, it's kind of like most people.
Oh, Felix, bro, I can give you the full scope of things. I'm telling you right now, I can give you the full, complete scope of things. But I don't know if you're ready for that, because the ego is never ready for that. But okay.
That do good on Twitch are kind of like degenerates, or I mean not most of us. I'm not gonna throw us on the same boat, but it's kind of like almost kind of like being like a failure or something, and being like a bum, right? Being such a bum that is like one of the like things that makes you good on Twitch or something. But also something that doesn't sit well with your parents. So I think it's kind of weird to be uh kind of like rewarded for such like. Does that am I getting that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. And I think there's a difference in value between the boomer generation and our generation.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a conversation that needs to be had. Like basically, I mean, I have this conversation with my parents too about like where value comes from. Right. So she has certain ideas about like what I should be. And we just have to have a conversation about like, you know, some of the ways that I raise my kids and things like that. And so she's like, oh, that's not the right way to do it, right? Your dad's issue is that you're not successful in the right ways.
Yeah, that's it.
And like this is just like they don't get to determine what's right. Right? We have our own perspective, and we don't get to determine what's right either. Like what's right comes like from a conversation and an accord between the two of us. And
What?
I mean,
Okay, okay. No, I'm not saying
and
anything. No,
you know,
no, no,
I
no. It's
wish
not worth it.
I'm
It's
going to
not.
have to think a little bit, Felix, because I think
Yes,
just a
fine.
couple of closing thoughts. So I think there are a couple things you can work on. One is, you know, to think
Oh,
about how to have a
finally.
conversation with your dad, because I think that actually needs to happen at some point. Um,
The
and the second
conversation,
though is to really
bro.
figure out like I do
These psychiatrists always, you need to seek, you need to get this conversation with them, like, oh my God, bro, like always conversation, you need to communicate, communication is a key. Yes, I mean, yes, you can, but like sometimes if they don't get it, what then? Like, like for me, for example, I try to communicate with a lot of people, but of course, talking about the spiritual stuff and so on, because I just want, first of all, them to get out of the misery. And then, like, if they got out, and then I would be like, how does it feel? And then I really ask, how does that feel? Because, like, if I'm at stage one, let's say, in the ego state, I don't have to ask how they feel. Why? Because it's like I I almost certainly know how they feel because I know how, like, the human brain works, like, because I observed it by myself. Then it's like I don't need to know how you feel. I just want you to get out of this completely thoughts, and then see the world how I see it, and I'm like, now what? Because I am at stage two, but there is an infinite number of stages, like, which I don't really know. But to be honest, like, what I saw was like already, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there would be like infinite stages, and we can just go deeper and deeper. Like, I wouldn't like be surprised with that, because it doesn't matter. Okay, because that is stage two. We are at stage one.
Think you're alexithymic, which means you're not really in touch with your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Well,
don't
not
know if
me
I mean,
really.
sometimes like
A
people
little
who
bit
are
maybe.
not really in touch with their emotions, they come out in other ways, like oftentimes frustration or
I
anger
wouldn't say
or
so.
toxicity. And so I think a big part of toxicity on the internet and on Twitch comes from like people having these kinds of issues where like your dad is fundamentally not proud of you. And like that's hard to live with like every single day. Right. And that hurts. And then like what happens when we get hurt, like if I slap you across the face, what are you going to do?
Yeah, ouchie,
And then what?
and then have to wait till it heals.
Sure, but you're not going to hit back.
Um, yeah.
Maybe, maybe not. Okay. I mean,
Oh,
so
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm not giving you the correct
no, no,
thought
that, no, no,
passage that I should.
no, 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 but that's perfectly fine, right? So it's not like, once again, it's not me. It's not for me to know what the correct answer
I
is.
need to
When
stretch
you give
more,
me an answer
guys.
that I'm not expecting, which you're spot on,
Like, my mobility is so
that
bad.
wasn't what I expecting. I don't try to convince you that I'm right. I stop and put myself in your shoes, and then
Yeah.
the truth is going to be somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
So let me put a better analogy that'll give me the answer that I want, right? When someone, like, when you're playing a game of Overwatch and you, like, they take the point or whatever, and then you're like, yeah, I'm going to fuck them, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
hit back.
Yeah.
And so when we're hurt, what we respond with is anger.
Okay.
And I was reading, I mean, so I sort of realized this one day when I was reading one of the manifestos of one of these school shooters. And at the
Hmm.
bottom of all of that, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Fuck. I feel like I ruined your story.
No, go for it.
I feel like over time I have this new sort of system or loop that I do where when things like that happen, where something or somebody punches, right? I I punch, but not by using like my fist or something. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I punch another way that's more uh like subtle or like calculated or something,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where somebody like fucks me over, I'm not gonna fuck them over. I'm gonna this
You're going to dismantle them.
yeah, like they'll
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah. You're
Okay,
Yeah, I'm with you. We can get into that too. That's a cold anger. It's not a hot anger,
okay.
right? But the anger is still there, my friend,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's just not, you're not going to hit back. You're going to say ow, and then you're going to figure out how to dismantle me over
Okay,
time.
that's interesting then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that thought.
Yep.
That's still anger. I
Yep.
like that
Yep.
because sometimes I'll like, I guess, falsely uh, tell myself, I'll be like, nah, man, like that, that's, you're not doing it out of anger, like I'm just doing that because it's the right thing, or like I'm giving myself like a self-righteous type, like I'm just doing that because it's the right thing, or like I'm giving myself like a self-righteous type of angle, but it's still trash,
No,
it's
it may not be trash.
okay.
That's a whole different issue, right? So
Okay.
what your actions may be just, but your actions being just, and
My
whether
bad. My
there
bad,
whether
guys.
there's anger there, are separate questions,
Hmm.
right? Because if I smack you across the face, like, you hurting me in some way could be just, but I think it
What? Oh my god. It's like taking revenge, bro. How is that ever good? You just repeating the cycle, basically. Like, well, it's like, well, my parents hit me, that's why you get hit too. Like, you don't have any choice, like, it is what it is, that's nature, that's life. Life is hard, and that's why I smack you. Bam. What? Oh, you smacked me? Now I gotta smack you too, and then I got smacked again. Then I smack you again, and now we are fighting. But A is like, oh my god, like it's never just. It's never just the fight or whatever you want to say, justice.
it doesn't surprise me that you don't feel anger, but it's a cold fury. Because I
Hmm.
think the bigger thing is like, so I in anyway, so I think there are like two general directions, Felix, that you need to go. The three, actually. So one you're
Okay.
already doing and really good at, and that's to learn and analyze your systems, which I think you've done a phenomenal job. I don't think we could have.
It's about analyzing again, bro. Like that's all what thought can do, bro. That's all what thought can do, analyze. But be be aware that the analyzer is the analyzed. Shout out to Jiddu Krishnamurti. Shout out to him, bro.
Gotten this far in the conversation unless you had a pretty good attention to the systems that you develop over time, even if they don't make perfect sense to you. You know what they are, at least, which is awesome. So continue learning, because there may be subtleties which you're not aware of.
Yeah.
Second thing is, I think at some point you've got to settle this shit with your dad. And that could be through a conversation with him,
Oh
it could be
my
through therapy, it could be through any number of
god.
things. But this thing is
He
not at peace.
basically just, they are taught and they learned it the way, that's like you have to talk with them, this specific problem may be solved, but there will be other, and that you can, go with another therapy session. Like, after I ever have a session with anybody, I actually want you to never, ever see a therapy session again and never ever see me again. Because after that, I give you all the clues that you need to dig deeper in yourself and change yourself. And if you don't do it, guess what? Like, just replay the video, but I probably not come back to the same person, to the same streamer. Like, if you can't change after that, I'm sorry, just replay it and that's it, bro. Like, I don't need, like, I'm not, like, it's not like I need the clicks, like, it's just a waste of time, at that point, because it's like, I already told you everything I know, or how I get out of it. And if you don't understand it, guess what? You are not ready. You didn't dig deep enough. You have to do it yourself. Like, I can't change you. You have to change yourself. You get
right?
it?
Like there's something
You
about
guys
like
get
you
it?
still accept his view on some level, and that needs to be done away with.
Mm-hmm.
The third thing is that I think you need to better understand what your emotions are and what you're feeling, because I think you've got all kinds of stuff when you talk about these thought loops. I think the fuel for those kinds of thought loops and negative thought patterns comes from because you call them thought, right? All you experience is the thoughts, but like, where is the fuel for that coming from? It's probably coming from suppressed emotion.
What? What?
Yeah.
You and what you're feeling, because I think you've got all kinds of stuff when you talk about these thought loops. I think the fuel for those kinds of thought loops and negative thought patterns comes from because you call them thought, right? All you experience is the thoughts, but like, where is the fuel for that coming from? It's probably coming from suppressed emotion.
Yeah.
Fuel for that coming from? It's probably coming from suppressed emotion.
Yeah.
Suppressed what?
And so the third kind of dimension for your growth is to like, to put it bluntly, get in touch with your feelings. And I don't know if you're like in a romantic relationship or what the deal is there, but like when it comes to those, like, getting this shit in order is like really important to having like a healthy romantic relationship. Because unless like when he or she does something that upsets you, like if you don't feel that upset and can't vocalize that to her, you're just going to dismantle her or him, depending on what your sexual preference is.
Okay.
And so we can talk about relationships or whatever at a different point, but does that make sense? Like, you got to know like what's going on.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense. I understand that.
Thoughts or questions before we wrap up?
No, I think I understand. Yeah, these things make a lot of sense.
Takeaways from today? You mind if I ask?
Wait, what time is it?
I don't know. Do you want to keep talking? Feels like we've been on it for a
Oh,
while.
oh, I didn't look at the time. I lost track of time. Oh, I enjoyed that. That was really good. Not really. I mean, I have like, it's almost like every topic has like a bunch of branches. I was like,
Yep.
oh, I could go with that, this, that. Okay, oh, we're doing that instead. This, that. Okay, and you know, I feel complete, but does that make sense? Like
There's still a lot left to talk about.
complete, but does that make sense? Like
I feel complete? Oh, hell nah. What? 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 Okay.
There's still a lot left to talk about.
yeah, it's okay though.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could try to summarize, because like, people are watching. Like, what do you think? What do you think are some highlights? Like, what do you think are some of the key points? What are the, not the branches, but like, the big stems that then could be explored?
The big stems that can be explored.
Yeah, what are the things that you took away from the conversation, if anything?
Okay. Um, I feel like sometimes you say something, right? Like a statement, and it kind of simplifies my viewpoint on it. Like I'll like overcomplicate something, or I'll see like in a weird way, and then you'll say like, oh, like earlier when you said that's still anger, right? It's such a simple answer, but it's just like a simple thought, but it resonates a lot. And there's a couple things that you did that you said like that you said like that, like oh, like earlier when you said oh that's pain, but you say it in another way or something,
Mm-hmm.
like um and these things are easy to take home. They're easy to
Okay.
because yeah, I like that a lot. It simplifies it. It makes it way more approachable mentally. Like it's not all broken, or it's not complicated. It's like a crazy process. It's as simple as that's just a feeling, or just that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for sharing, man.
Um, yeah.
Do you?
Um, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, no, I was gonna say nothing.
I was going to say, so sometimes I teach people meditation. Are you interested in that?
Um, I'm not really good at it. Where I used to do maybe you've heard about this before since you're in that sort of field. I did
Wim Hof.
biofeedback and
Uh huh.
neurofeedback.
Uh huh.
Okay.
You heard about that?
Yep.
Okay. And I had to learn how to like breathe and sort of meditate, because they kind of go like hand in hand, right?
Yep.
Like breathing properly, like what's it called again? Dude? I keep when you breathe through like the bottom of the lungs or something. Like
Abdominal breathing.
yeah, that.
Okay, so
But
you're not good at it.
yeah, I'm not good at getting a hold of my thoughts.
What?
Like if I'm okay, let me put it this way. Ready? This is a little bit of a different. I don't want to waste your time. Is this gonna take too long?
No, go for it.
I mean, are you like on a set schedule? It's like very tight.
Let me check real quick.
Sure. And don't worry if it is. Like I'm not gonna
Nope.
get mad. It's like
No, no,
it's just
I appreciate your consideration, man.
yeah, sure.
It's very kind of you. Nope, we're good.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did he really like do like he has something else to do, or you know?
So are you familiar with Tetris syndrome or whatever?
Tetris syndrome?
Yeah,
No.
where you do an action for so long and so much time in one day or a couple days that even when you're not doing it, it's still happening in your head.
Okay.
Like I've been playing a lot of chess on and off stream, and the entire time we talked today, like literally the entire time, I had I had pieces I could visibly see, like almost in my vision, and they kept moving the whole time, and I kept like practicing like certain moves or something. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like it's like
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
vivid that it's like it's always there, right? And I do that with like streaming and playing games, to where even when I'm not doing them, it's like always happening. Like I keep playing in my head. Like it's always there. So
Oh
whenever I
my
try to like meditate
God.
or calm down, it's really hard to not think about anything or think about something and just kind of like let things flow. You know, I mean, uh, without being completely disrupted by my head just playing that game again or doing that action that I did all day. It's just so overwhelming, right? So it's all yeah.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. Very
So it's kind
helpful.
of hard. It's kind of hard to get hold of my thoughts whenever I try to like calm and chill. Like it gets out of
Yeah.
control.
It's not about trying to get hold of your thought. It's like just be conscious of your thoughts you like it doesn't matter what kind of vision you have or whatever, just observe it. If you were like if your mind, you know, thought playing a chess game right now, observe it. Just observe it and see like what's going on, right? Observe it to 100%. You know, observe it with everything you have. Be aware of it. And then it's like it's slowly fading away, bro. It's slowly fading away. The longer you observe, thoughts, visions are thoughts also, um, it will go away. That is the beauty of observation.
Really fast.
I think the problem is not that you need to get a hold of your thoughts. I think you need to let them go.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
That's why you're not good at meditating, because meditating is not about holding on to your thoughts. It's about letting
Yes.
them go. It's like you're moving in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Right? It's sort of like, so Felix, how do you go to
Okay. I have a really good analogy. You know, your thoughts are like clouds, all right? Watch them as they move, as these thoughts come and then go, come and go. As, you know, how the chess moves are going, you know? Just observe it, how it moves, like which one and so on and stuff like that. I promise you, the longer you observe, that, just observing, just observation, nothing else, it will go away. It will go away. And that's a fact, bro. Like there is nothing like it's not like maybe it goes away, but it's not like oh okay I accept it or I deny it. Do it. Just do it. Try to observe it. Not try. Observe it. Observe it. It will go away.
Sleep.
I usually just exhaust myself. I can't. I haven't really actually gone to sleep in, I don't know, the longest time. I kind
Yeah.
of just yeah.
Yeah,
But
on the phone and stuff like that, and then you sleep with the phone. Yeah, I know people like that. Yeah, like okay. Sometimes I do it too, also.
Right. So sleep is not something that you can do. It's something that you have to it has to happen to you. Right. So
yeah,
sleep is not about, you don't go to sleep, you let sleep take you. And what you have to
Yeah,
do to let sleep take you is to be very, very exhausted. Otherwise, sleep won't come and take you. Does that make sense? You don't do it.
yeah,
It does you. Like it's the other way around.
yeah.
And so I
That
think
does
you
make sense.
absolutely need to meditate, but you need to meditate in the opposite direction from what you're trying to do. And I just need a second to think about how to do that. I have a particular technique that I think would work very well for you. It's just we can't do it on stream.
particular technique, bro. Just observe your thoughts, please, like clouds, okay, until it vanishes, and then maybe the next cloud or thought comes. But in between the thoughts and clouds, there will always be, let's say, uh, you know, you then see the sky clear when what the thought goes away until the next cloud comes, right? And just like that, with thought, if it goes away and there is no thought in that moment, you see the sky clearly, which is basically you see the mind. You see the mind clearly. You see the process of thoughts and stuff like that. Everything, how it comes and goes and stuff like that.
Is the problem.
That's where you need to come to.
Okay, what is it?
So what I tell people to do is I used to teach this stuff in a hospital, like in my office. And so what I would do is take people down to the cafeteria of the hospital. And I tell them to close their eyes and listen to as many sounds that they hear as quickly as they can for a short amount of time as possible. So
Mm-hmm.
just listen to like a glass clinking over here, someone's on their phone, someone's walking by, someone spilled something, there's a baby crying, someone, banged silverware together, there's a cash register that dinged,
Oh.
there's another cell phone, someone's coming down the stairs, there's an elevator that beeped, there's something's moving over here.
Again, this is a method for this particular problem. But the root of all problems, before we end this video, the root of all problems it will always be thought. And thought can never end thought. You know, thought is only fueling into thought because it's thinking, like that's all we know. Like, okay, not we. That's all y'all know. uh, that's all I knew. Yes, that's why I'm like, I'm not that different. Like I'm still a human being. Still just at stage 2, let's say. But I want you to come with me. You know, and see how beautiful it can be. But okay,
There's a dog barking, and just to
Yeah, these are
listen to as many sounds as you can as quickly as you can.
okay.
If you want to meditate, what you need to do is not slow your mind down, you need to speed it up.
Okay.
what? You have to understand your mind first, Dr. K. Not slow it down or speed it up. Like speed it up is basically saying speeding thoughts. What about understanding the mind? Then you understand like thought, the thought processes and stuff like that, how like it vanishes. Like isn't that more important?
So there's a good kind of
Understanding?
saying in meditation, which is, how do you get a monkey to sit still? Which is like hard to translate into the West because we don't have monkeys. And if you want a monkey to sit still, what you have to do is exhaust it, right? You can't like force a monkey, you can't hold it in place.
Yeah.
It's just going to go crazier and crazier and crazier. And so, what we need to do for you to meditate is for meditation to take you, you need to exhaust your mind. And I,
Oh. No. Oh my God, bro. What are you saying, bro? I can't take it anymore. Like, bro, no, you don't have to exhaust your mind. I mean, it's good if like your mind is working. Like sometimes you need to work, you know, and then you get it. But it's not like you need to exhaust your mind like all the time, all the time, all the time, just for you to go to sleep. No, 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 no. Like, understand your mind. That's why you have to work really, really hard, for you to dig deep, really, really deep, and understand your mind. Understand everything, like the thought process. Why is that and that like that? Question, question, question. And then if you really understand it, truly understand it, and realize it, and then you understand your mind, and then it's like, oh, okay. It's like, I don't need to exhaust my mind, right? If my mind is still, if I am relaxed, it's easier to sleep. That's it. That's it. Bro. Like, you don't have to exhaust your mind. Exhaust like your body, like not crazy exhausting, like the human being has to move, like walk, do something, like do housework and stuff like that, do something physical, maybe go to the gym and stuff like that. And then no phone, also really, really important. Like the phone, dangerous, especially at night. So before you go to sleep. 1 hour, no screen time. No screen time. You don't have to exhaust your mind. BS. Complete BS what Dr. K is saying again. Like,
almost say like,
like I really thought like this was already pretty good. I was just a little bit angry, mad at him, a little bit. But now it's crazy, bro. And also the comparison with Pokimane. Wow, like no words. I don't have any words anymore.
let me just think.
Yeah, think, bro, because you saying some BS where I'm like, what? Better thing, bro, but the thinking he's doing is also
I mean,
not.
do you want to try something, or you're okay just, I mean, I'm not trying to pressure you. I just want to know where you are.
Anything. Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
We could do whatever. So what does that do when you think about a lot of sounds? What does that do?
Uh, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Just give me a second. I think showing you is going to be way easier than telling you. I just have to think about how much to engage your mind.
How much to engage your mind, bro? No, no, no. Like, Felix, please, please, somebody clip it. Felix, just understand your mind, okay? You don't need to exhaust your mind like every day, bro. Like this is not how the mind's supposed to be, like exhausted every day. Like this is not a life to live.
Okay. Um, so I want you to sit up straight.
And he looks happy as hell also, like he knows.
Let me think. Let me think. Let me
You
think.
don't know. All
We don't
right.
want to overdo it.
Okay, my bad. I almost cussed. You
Uh,
don't know
maybe
stuff, bro.
he's
You don't know
maybe he's okay.
anything really.
So I wonder if doing things with your body is going to be easier. Are you still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
How tall? You're tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
Now why are you asking that? Why do you ask that like randomly? Like
How tall? You're tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
He's like, I wish I would be 6'2".
Okay. Sure, we can do something standing.
Oh
So,
my god.
okay,
Let me stand
let's do
with
something standing. All
let
right.
me stand
Okay.
with xQc
All right.
also,
So
by the way.
Yeah.
it's
Let's
going to be really
all stand,
simple.
guys.
Let's
Let's
just see
all
what happens,
stand.
okay?
Okay, sounds good.
We're
Wait,
gonna.
wait,
So
wait.
Okay.
that I was asking you to sit up straight, but you're standing now. So let's run with it.
What does that mean? Sit up straight. I don't know what that means.
So, it means just sit with your back straight. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll
No,
just...
just tell me. Is it better if I sit down then?
No, no, we're gonna run with it. I think this is great. Okay, I'm gonna stand up
Okay.
too. I just gotta figure out.
So it's just language barrier. I didn't
Yep.
think about it.
I can. It's not a big deal. Okay. So this is what I want you to do. So stand up straight,
Yeah.
feet together, arms by your side, and then I want you to, as you inhale, I want you to raise your arms.
Damn.
And then at the
Oh,
top
all the way
of
to
your
the top.
breath,
Sorry, I was closing my eyes. I don't know why I closed my eyes. Okay,
you
I'll
can
do it
close
again.
your eyes. It's fine.
Damn.
Right.
The ceiling is too okay, I have to
Right. And then
Yeah.
exhale.
the ceiling is too really. Yeah.
And as you
I'm
exhale,
sorry.
I want you to
Wait.
bring your arms down.
Wait,
So
wait,
when
wait,
you
wait,
fully
wait. Not
exhale,
without
your
me.
arm,
Okay, I
let's
don't have
breathe
time
out.
for that.
So
Okay.
you want to
Okay.
match the inhalation with the match the movement of your arms with your breath.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
breathe in. And then out. Okay. Way too fast. Slow
I'm too
it down.
fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want you to look at the pacing of my arms and follow your breath along.
Sure.
And then out. Now, is your breath matching your arms or no?
No.
So you got to focus on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your arms should not be moving. Your arms should only be moving while you are breathing in or out.
Okay.
And
I'll
when
be
your
honest.
breath is full,
When I was about this one, I was already done.
yeah. So then you need to slow down your breath.
Okay. I'll do it
Okay.
more.
Deeper, bro.
Slowing down your breath.
That was perfect.
Huh?
That was perfect.
That was perfect. Okay. So close your eyes and do 5 of them on your own. Okay. Keep them slow. Good. Again.
Everybody do it too.
Good. Keep going. Now keep your arm movements even. So you can't speed up or slow down. It has to be even with your breath the entire time. Again. Good. Keep going. And now I want you to tell me, as you're keeping track of your breath and your arms, I want you to tell me about which chest moves you see in your mind. Do you see chest moves in your mind?
No. I didn't see him for a while.
Think about them and continue doing the practice. Try to recall a chess game. Keep your breath even, keep your arms even. Think about chess. Keep your arms and breath slow, keep it even, and think about chess at the same time.
Guys.
Too fast. Slow down. Slow breath. Slow, slow, slow breath. Even arms. Even and slow. Yeah, good. What's happening?
I'm failing.
Good. Why?
Because I'm doing one or the other robotically.
Oh, okay.
So let your full attention return to the breath. Arms up, slow, even, and then down, smooth.
Okay.
Notice that your arms may be getting tired, so be it. We're going to do 3 more. As slowly, smoothly, and evenly as you
What
can.
is happening is he has to be so
Now,
conscious about the breathing matching the arm, you know, that
again,
he has to be so conscious about it that he can't think of it.
and
Like,
out.
if you are conscious enough, you are not thinking. That is the beauty of
Last
consciousness.
one. Slow,
That is
smooth,
the
and
beauty
even.
of consciousness. If you are so conscious about certain things, like
And
just
out.
breath and your movement matching it, like thinking
Let your eyes
might
remain
just be
closed.
not there, right there. In the moment.
Spread
If you are
your
in the
feet
moment,
apart a little bit.
there are no thoughts.
And just sit in your mind. Notice the slow, natural breath. That your breath is naturally way slower. Focus on the sensation in your arms. And let your attention bounce between your breath and your arms, whichever one feels better. And let it sit with one for a while. And when it's ready to move, let it move.
Move what?
Move to something else.
Thought?
If thoughts come, you can notice those thoughts. If the chess pieces come back, let them come back. And then focus on the sensation in your arms. Focus on the slowing of breath. We'll continue for about 30 seconds.
All right, bro. 10 minutes more. Damn. I'm at 57 minutes, bro. Anon?
When you're ready, go ahead and sit back down. Open your eyes. And tell me how you feel.
That was good. That was good.
What does that mean?
Something weird happened. It was kind of like, what is that?
It's just like that. That's what we're here for. That means you did it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's just like that.
Yeah, the laugh was really like like that was Yo.
Something weird happened. It was kind of like, what is that?
It's just like that. That's what we're here for. That means you did it right.
Okay. I just, since I was looking for thoughts when I moved away from trying to look for a feeling in my arms or my chest, whatever, I get like random like scenes would like pop in my head, and I would just kind of like go along because I knew that it was part of the process, and I would move back to my arms again, and then I would think, oh, what did I think about last time, and then something would pop up, and I'm like, oh, who cares what I thought about last time, and I'm thinking about this now. So another scenery in my head or another object or things going on, and then back to my arms, and then I kind of let go. Or so. I don't know. I kind of felt the yeah, like I just give I kind of give importance to those things that I'm thinking about or I'm looking for right now, and not like some other shit.
Good. So that's focusing of attention. Now, let me ask you, what was your mind doing while we were doing the breathing and moving of the arms?
that was odd. Um, I don't know why I'm like this, but I always like process images all the time. Like I have like visuals in my head. Like I've talked about it a lot today. I think every time I talk about something, I tell you what I see. Like I always have like a drawing almost, or like something that displays whatever's going on. And whenever I do doing my arms up, I couldn't stop thinking about a robot trying to synchronize both, right? And I can see like I can see like notches, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, almost like a clock,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's what I was thinking about the whole time. I was like, oh, but what about the breathing though? Okay, but what about the notches? And I was trying to like sync both, and because I was having those thoughts, I couldn't sync them.
Beautiful. Okay. So let me explain something to you. So everyone thinks that meditation is about stillness of the mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we think about it, like you're saying that anytime I try to still my mind, it doesn't still. I have all kinds of thoughts and all kinds of shit is happening, right?
Yeah,
What?
Okay.
yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
So if we think about it, like you're saying that anytime I try to still my mind, it doesn't still. I have all kinds of thoughts and all kinds of shit is happening,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is this pen still?
It is now.
Yeah. Right. So this is hard for you to do. With me? Okay. You're not going to
Yeah,
understand this in a second. Hopefully this will make sense.
yeah.
For you to meditate, you can never do this. You can't just have something be still. For you to meditate, you can never do this.
Never. Are you, bro? Are you fucking serious, Dr. K? You really telling your client you can never do this? Ne- That's such a lie, bro. And and you should know that too. You should know that too because every human being, every human being is able to do that. Because guess what? They did it. Where? When they were babies. Yes, when they were babies, guess what? A baby is not thinking. Their mind is as still as like the stillest of still. Like this is silence. Like this is one of the purest minds that this is the purest mind you can have as a baby. That's how we were born. And for you to tell him he could never do this is, first of all, like, it's not encouraging. You are basically discourage him, you know, to even ever try to do that ever again. Like he is like maybe like something special, like he can't do it because like his mind is too crazy or whatever. But I'm like, he already did really good, bro. Like he really did already pretty good. And what he only had to do was just observe the scenes, just let it flow. More scenes come, more scenes come. Just go with it, go with it. Just observe it, let it go and stuff like that. Another scene will pop up. Let it pop up, pop out, and then it go, and then in the next scene, and then again, and then again and again, as long as possible. It doesn't matter, right? Go, 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 come, go, come, go, come, go. And I'm telling you, if you just still observe, and it's like thought is running out of thoughts, because we already had everything, right? And then it's like, huh, he's not identifying himself with any of it. He's just watching. He's just observing. That's where it's basically like kicking in. Like he like thought knows who the real boss is, basically. Which is observation. And if observation is really king in observation is king in the mental psychological state, like in the mind, right? Observation is king. So as long if you just observe these themes, which is thoughts, are thoughts, right? Thought, 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 thought. And then Like in between the scenes, I don't know if you like if there is always like, but in between the thoughts or scenes, there is a pause. There is for a moment nothing. In that moment, there is stillness. It doesn't matter. If a thought comes, let it come. Go, come, go, come, go. And then go, 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 go. Until it's like nothing. No thought. And there it gets interesting. If there is no thought coming, there's what? Nothing. Nothing in your mind. Maybe for the first time in a long time until since you were a baby, right? And you feel that peace, and this stillness and stuff like that. And this energy, and you're like, oh my God, this freedom of thought, right? Through observation. And if you get it, I'm telling you right now, you know, and everybody can do it, even xQc. I know that. I know that for a fact. Were born. Okay, I'm just encouraging him like that, right? You were born in 1995, just like me. We are the golden generation. Like this is the golden year, and we have to be the. I'm sorry. We have to be the ones who are, putting. I mean, Dr. K is already doing a good job, but also he is not doing a good job. Like saying you can never do this is so bad. Like it's worse than comparing him with Pokimane. I don't know what like really hurt him, the most, but you say crazy stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, I really wanted to end before 1 hour, but I can't right now because of you, bro. Because of you talking so much BS where I'm like, nah, bro. Like, you can't say that, bro. You just can't say that to him. That he could never do that. Like, that's crazy. Like, this is what we all did. We all did. Well, maybe not this kind of meditation, but right? But it's like the observation really is just he is saying focus of attention, right? This is meditation of like focusing of attention. But I'm saying just be attentive. Just be attentive. Just be attention. Just be attention. Not that you are something. You just be attention. Not you just be attention. All right? Be attentive. Be conscious. Be aware, however you want to call it, and observe. Be aware of thought and stuff like that. However you want to say, and you just see it, right? Just how it is. The thought in your mind, and then it might go, or it stays. If it stays, you stay with it. You know, you stay with it until it maybe forms to something else. You know, or go another scenery, whatever it is. And then the longer you watch, just watch. Don't identify yourself with it. Watch, observe, right? Be aware, be conscious until there is nothing anymore, and then it's like finally you feel at rest. Finally, you feel at peace, you feel relaxed and stuff like that. And that's, oh my God, wait, okay, wait. And then that's how you sleep really, really well, like wow, like my bad. I almost slept, bro.
You can't just have something be still.
Now I'm a
For
little
you to
bit more
meditate,
relaxed.
you need
Not
to
like
do
that I slept.
this.
Well, if I can do it, I won't be able to do it either. I'm kidding.
What's the difference between this and the other thing? Are both of these pens still?
They're both still, but this one requires like an effort to keep it still. I feel like.
Absolutely. This is what you need.
No, 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 oh my God! Wait! My bad. That's what he's saying. That's what he needs.
Well, if you can't fucking
Wait.
Just have something be still.
So
For
this is
you to
still.
meditate, you need to do
He just
this.
like changed his hands, right? From this, which is easier,
if you can't fucking
to
do it,
this.
I won't be able to do it either. I'm kidding.
What's the difference between this and the other thing? Are both of these pens still?
They're both still, but this one requires like an effort to keep it still. I feel like.
Absolutely. This is what you need.
No, no, I disagree. I disagree because uh to be still, you don't need any kind of effort. All right? Because just like you see, you don't need any effort to see, right? Right? Like just by like it comes natural. Like observation, you don't need effort to observe. That is the beauty of it. So you just be you just observe. Not you just like just be attentive without the you. Scratch the you completely. If you ever can do it, scratch the you completely. Stop identifying yourself with it. All right. I have to do it also more, but of course I sometimes say it for communication purposes and that people don't call me crazy. Um, but it's really like it should happen effortlessly, not with an effort. You don't need to put effort in, which is natural. Like seeing. Do you do you put effort in seeing like things? No, you don't. You just see. Just as in your mind, close your eyes, you can see slash watch slash observe, right? It's all the same. And then you just watch your thoughts come and go, and stuff like that, morphing into something else. Let it be, until it's like, okay, like you don't identify yourself self with the thought, and then thought loses power. Then thought vanishes because you are more and more in the moment, in the present moment, where there is no thought. And then when there is no thought, again, it you did it effortlessly. You just watched. Like that's no effort at all. You just have to watch in your mind. That's it. And that's where I'm saying meditation shouldn't be with you shouldn't do meditation with any kind of effort. It should happen effortlessly. You know, that's where you don't lose any kind of energy. And the energy that you have, because the energy, where did it dissipate, or where did it turn into? It turned into thought. You put all your energy into thought, and then you are exhausted. Your mind is exhausted. And that's not how it should be. You should understand your mind. you know you should do it effortlessly, and then when the mind is still, effortlessly, you have an energy that is quite different from what you felt before.
Balance.
Not this.
Okay.
This, your mind is going to get fucking bored. And it's going to think about 1,000 different things.
Okay.
And
Bro, let it think about thousands of things. I don't care if it's thousands, millions, billions, whatever, bro. I'm telling you, like, I don't care, bro. Like, XQC or Felix, you are not different from other human beings, all right? Maybe you have a lot more than the average human being, because I already listened to so many people, they have different voices and everything, always something in their head, or multiple things. You are not as different anymore than a lot of people, right? Just observe. Even if it takes longer, I'm telling you, there, like, just like clouds, I have to like really explain it really good. Just like clouds, the thought come and go, come and go, and in between there is always like the clear sky, you know, stillness, silence, consciousness, you know, uh, peace, and freedom, energy, however you want to call it. And then in one moment it will be like thought is not coming again, because thought is like there is nothing to do for thought, because again, observation is king. Um, and then thought knows its right place. It's like thought was thinking he was the king, right? Oh yeah, yeah. Thought was thinking he was the king, you know, but he's a terrible king, and observation is just there, and just see all that, right? And then, thought is doing everything it can, to be of in power, basically, right? But if you observe, not if you you no, just be observant, right? Just be observation, and then thought, you know, knows its right place. It goes from the throne back to its place as like a servant, because it's like a servant, like uh, you know, remembering, thinking, like learning, like you need to like for you need to learn, for you to learn a new skill, for you to remember your home, for you to your way back home, for you to speak language, for you to communicate, you need thought. We know that, right? There is a place for thought, but thought is basically the servant, and observation is king. Is the true king. And if like thought recognize it when there is just observation, like he fears the real king, like as he fears about everything, not trying to lose his existence. That's why he's building all of that, which is like, the door, the sheets, the mattress, and stuff like that. All of that is based on thoughts, you know, for him trying to exist. And then when observation comes, oh, you can see it clearly, like, wow, that is what thought all did, you know, causing all these problems because he likes it really comfortable and stuff like that. He likes to be on the throne, you know, and yeah, he likes to be comfortable. He doesn't like to be uncomfortable. But yeah, these things you have to really okay. These things you really have to understand for you to be free of your thoughts. But Felix, you can do it. If you need help, I'm here, you can call me any time, Discord or whatever. Just of course not when I sleep, because when I sleep I sleep. And I know I'm not trying to be up really, and like mess with my sleep rhythm for like anybody, because I already like am good enough to sometimes disturb it myself,
Yeah,
People
it's
who
a good
tried to
board.
teach you how to
ego.
meditate, they taught you this. You're never going to be successful meditating like that. This is what you need.
You're never going to be sick. XUC, I'm making you, well, I can't make you successful at meditating, but I promise you, you can be successful meditating like this, but not this, right? Or not like, like it will be still meditation, like I will like can guide you a little bit, like help you through it, and but like these words should be enough, to be honest. Like this should be enough instruction and stuff like that, how to do it, I feel like. But yeah.
Okay. And then what you need to do is do it while standing on one leg. So
Okay.
your meditation, your stillness of the mind, because the pen is still in both ways. People think that meditation is stillness that comes through no effort. For you, Felix, it must come through maximal effort.
What?
Through no effort. For you, Felix, it must come through maximal effort.
Bro, like there is no way he knows that, right? That there is no effort in meditation, but he's telling him he need to put him maximal effort. No, that's not true. That's not true. He doesn't need it. He can do it through no effort also, because he is also a human being, just like you and me. And for telling another human being, like, you are a little bit different, you need maximal effort, you can never do that. Like, this is just crazy. This is just crazy for me
Yeah.
to hear.
And if you can
Like,
fully
this is
engage your
crazy,
mind, it's
bro.
not about stopping your mind, it's about
Oh my
pushing it to
god.
its very limits. And so I think like that was the goal. And I think you were even doing it because you were bouncing between focusing on the breath and focusing on the robot. You see that?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then even at the end, I told you bounce between the breath and the sensation in your arms. You must bounce. And you were like, what does that mean? It's exactly what you were doing before. That's what I was telling you to do. Bounce
Mm.
between the two. Your meditation or your stillness is going to come through rhythm and balance, not through like sitting still.
Mm-hmm.
It's still still though, right? There's no movement. It's just a completely different thing. It's going to come through balance. And so you need to
Mm.
bounce back and forth as much as you can. And the cafeteria exercise, which you can't do now because of COVID, that too is about bouncing between as many things as you can as quickly as you can. And in between all of that, you'll find stillness.
Okay. So, okay, is there such thing as like too fast? Because as
Nope.
sometimes I have like there isn't.
Nope. If there's no such thing as too fast. The only thing that there is not fast enough.
Okay.
So you need to push your mind until you are exhausted.
Okay. Because I remember reeling back one time where I was like I was thinking about stuff, right?
I don't know about that, bro. Like, I don't know about that, like, at all, bro. Like, the world is crazy, and I'm sorry, but I would never let my child be on a stream. Like, if I ever had a child, no, 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 no. I like, this could be like just for, like, it could be a target, like my child could be a target for, like, sadly, we know there are pedos and stuff like that, pedos. And bro, like, I'm sorry, but please, bro, like, come on, like let's be honest. Like, okay, maybe you are like, okay, we are in America or whatever you are, but I'm like, oh hell nah, like, l- okay,
When
do
we're
what you
doing it,
wanna do, do what you wanna do, bro.
and I was like, wait, that's like unreasonable. I'm going too fast now because I for some reason my mind was just going faster, and I was like, okay, chill, man. Whatever you were thinking about, think about it a little bit more, and then we'll go to the breath. So I have to not do that then.
No, well, so what we do want you to do is return to things. It's not about speed, it's about not returning.
Okay,
Right? So
it's not
return to
not
your
returning.
breath, return to the sensation. Let your mind go somewhere and bring it back. Meditation for
Okay.
you should be about anchor and balance, not about stillness.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
terms of a
That's good.
technique, you can try to do this technique. You can also try, let me just think. I would literally say what you should do is like, you should do like more martial arts oriented meditation. I think that'll work better for you. So I'd say like learn how to balance a pen or learn, and then once you get good at this, then do it on one foot. So you should be stable. I'm going to teach you something. I forget what pose this is in 1 second. I gotta. Okay.
On one foot is crazy, bro. Yo, like bro, like maybe he is still then, right? When he's like on one foot and stuff like that, like this, and doing, bro. But what if he's like on the bed, right? He's on the bed, and he is then like his mind running again, you know? And should he be laying like that and then just do like that or what? Like, bro, like everybody has to learn it. I'm sorry, but everybody has to learn it again because I know it. It is the most familiar thing ever. I'm telling you, like it feels like home because everybody, as a baby, as a kid, maybe as a kid, but everybody as a baby had that still mind. 100%, like 100%. Okay, that's not even like 99%. 100%. Okay, only if you are. I'm sorry if you are like disabled or something. Of course, maybe not. Right? I don't know for real, but let's say the average human being um had as a baby as a still mind, right? And then thought came in, identification with objects, persons, and stuff like that, environment, and then, you know, thought kicking in, ego coming. This is my toy. It all began there. The rest is history, right? The rest is history, like we never stop thinking, and, like the mind is always wandering, stuff like that. Okay, okay.
Okay.
That's all right.
No, 1 second. Hold on. You can sit here. That's fine. You can sit. I just Daddy needs to demonstrate something. Okay. You can sit. I have no problem with you sit. Continue sitting. No problem. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I want you to do. I don't know if this is a tree pose, right? So I want you to do this. Do you do yoga?
I don't do yoga.
So tree pose.
This?
Yep.
Oh,
And hold.
whoa! Wait, I'm usually good at balance. Why can't I balance on that? I don't know.
Hold it. Put your arm. Put your hands in namaste above your head, and hold it. Close your eyes.
This?
Like this. Arms
Oh,
straight.
wait, like this.
No,
Okay.
no. So I can't squat. Yeah, yeah. So put the leg in, and then with your upper arms, do this. Yep, good. And hold it. Good. So close your eyes. What's your mind doing?
Balancing it. Uh, I'm not getting like visual stimuli. I'm fucking it up. Am I bad at not being able to balance it?
No, no, no. If you're not getting visual stimuli, that's what we want.
Why am I so bad at this?
Open your eyes. It'll get easier.
Okay.
Okay. So now is your mind wandering? Are you thinking about things?
Yeah.
Okay, close your eyes. What's happening to the thoughts?
I can't think about there's something about balancing.
There you go. That's about it. That's what you need to do. Open. Open.
Okay.
See, the thoughts come right back. They'll come back in a second. Give them a second. They'll come back. Thoughts come back.
Yeah, not the back.
Close them.
Not there.
Make them go away. Close them. Try to hang on to them. Try to hang on to the thoughts as long as you can.
I have them. Now I'm gone. I have them again.
Good. Bouncing back and forth. Balance. Open your eyes. Do this.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about the coldness of the blood in my hands and how they feel empty.
Good.
Now I'm back to
That's still focusing on a sensation is not the same. Oh shit! Hold on, Avi. Okay, 1 second, babe. Okay, I gotta go because this kid's going crazy. But
No, don't say this kid is going crazy. No, don't, no, no, don't say that. Don't, no, don't ever say it to your own, like, especially to your own child, right? First of all, you have a beautiful child, like always, like I hated kids. Like I actually hated kids. I hated, when they cried and stuff like that. Like I didn't had any connection with them. Like now I have connection with every human being, but with babies and children, there is even I feel like a bigger connection because it's it's like they are one of the purest minds we have, right? And when I just see them, my mind also becomes more pure, just by seeing them, and it's making me happy, it's making me happy to see like happy children, with no worries and stuff like that. And yeah, we should love our children, like not just your own children, but all children, because it's the children of humanity, and we need to protect them at all costs, of course, from, thought, sadly, like that is the crazy thing. It is crazy. We live in a crazy world. That's why I'm like, bro, I could never, you know, put my child on stream or online, bro. Like this is crazy.
I get it though.
if you don't get it or you have questions, DM me afterward, okay? And I'll
Sure,
I'll,
sounds
I'll
good.
explain. Avi, can I just take you back for a second? Okay, so let's give xQc some love. Thanks a lot, man. It was a
Okay.
pleasure meeting you, bro.
Sure, man. I'll see you around, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, of
Thanks
course.
a lot.
And let me know if you want
Much
to
love.
follow up at some point or you have additional questions.
Of course. Sure, man.
Okay.
Well, thanks for having me do this. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on, bro.
Have a good day.
Okay.
And also, I will never forget, bro. I will never forget. Oh, I will never forget. You said sometimes she, you know, I think she or yeah, she waking up, at 4 a.m. or whatever, and you giving her ramen, bro. Look at the ingredients of ramen, okay? Don't you ever, don't you dare do that again, ever again, okay? Like that's not a warning, that's just like a please, please, yeah, please. Yeah, please, like. Oh yes, it's 1 hour and 33 minutes. It doesn't matter really. Um, I hope you like the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share it with your apps and friends. And I hope. Wait, will we do next? These are really, really big. This might be the big three of stream. No, I'm just kidding. But Aiden Ross, I would definitely say he's one of the big three. It's difficult. The big three of the new generation, the big three of the older generation, I would say like Ninja, mm, maybe Ludwig and xQc. But okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, thank you.